This is the real battlefield. Don't watch it as a movie, because it's more real than a documentary. A realistic first perspective, immersive war scenario, makes the adrenaline rush. In a complex and changing environment, no protagonist aura. Someone sacrifices at any time. This movie is a true story. Due to the US invasion of Iraq, the city was subjected to decades of war. The once bustling metropolis of Mosul has become a ruined wall. However, after the United States withdrew, the war is not over. The Islamic State terrorists take advantage of the fire, captured Mosul in October 2014. Wanton destruction of military buildings. Until 2016, Iraqi Prime Minister Abadi announces the recapture of Mosul. The Battle of Mosul begins. At this moment, 3 police officers, resting tool, trade drugs for weapons, witnesses members of ammunition, but was surrounded by other accomplices in an abandoned store. One of the police officers was shot and died. Terrorists outside. I don't care about the life and death of my companion. Throw a grenade directly into it. So police officers remain. You can only use your pistol to resist the siege outside. After they ran out of ammunition, prepare for the final battle. The team falling from the sky suddenly opened fire. Eliminated the terrorists outside. Only after communication can we know. It turned out to be the special police unit of Ninewa province. And the man with the AK is Captain Nick. Members of Ninewa police force are different from other forces. They all have one thing in common. That is their families have been hurt by militants. They are fighting purely for revenge. They have a list in their hands. Terrorists in their hands. As long as it's on the list, then be executed. To terrorists. In the end, I received the punishment I deserve. After inquiry, the young police officer's name is Kava. He's a new police officer. And the police officer who was just killed by terrorists, that's his uncle. The captain pinches the finger. It fits the bill perfectly. And it's time to hire people. Decided to let him join his team because of their relative just killed by terrorists. Looking at the hat handed by the captain, soon followed. Equip Kava. Squad continues to depart, stealth in an empty alley. Then they came to a private house. After ensuring safety, several people were ready to rest. Just then, James looked out the window, found another police officer, dropped a signal flare. Then he quickly turned around and left. Just as James was stunned for a moment, a pickup truck came straight at them. It turned out to be a car bomb attack by militants. A team member was hit by shrapnel. Unfortunate death. The captain grabbed Kava angrily, because the cop who died just now was his comrade. Kava insists he is not a traitor. Captain, help, I can only lift the body of my teammate into the car first. After a simple prayer, the team continues to carry out the mission. They got a couple of Humvees abandoned by the Americans. Drive all the way. They don't know it is the enemy who has their eyes on them at this time. Just past the checkpoint, a large number of refugees appeared on the road. This makes the captain feel very bad, so I ask everyone to be vigilant. Just then, militant intentionally started shooting civilians on distant roads. The squadron leader misjudged the enemy position. Machine gunners set up MLO, general purpose shoot at the wrong location. They were shouting for civilians not to run around. I'm not finished yet. The machine gunner was killed by the enemy with one shot. The captain also saw the enemy's ambush point clearly. Command to go to the high building at E. Pop for fire suppression. 2 enemies upstairs, a sniper, a machine gunner. Powerful firepower makes it impossible for them to explore. At this time, the captain led his team to outflank the enemy's group. The enemy heard the gunfire sound, didn't plan to escape, just about to counterattack. The captain killed the 2 in an instant. Then the search for supplies began. Turns out there were no reinforcements in Europe, no supplies. It's all about capture. You need any equipment you find. The rest of the team also came to the roof to gather. After the team is rearmed, Captain Zurakan, a stronghold of Islamic militants, was discovered. While everyone is discussing whether to destroy the stronghold, suddenly a drone carrying a bomb passes by. This brings everyone hard to their throat. Islamic countries at that time, extensive use of drones to carry bombs, launch a suicide attack. Because drones are so fast, it also became the most terrifying existence on the battlefield at that time.